Hey guys, it's me, Caitland. Remember me? Do you remember? It's been a little while. Welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new here, hi, thank you for being here. I'm Caitland and I do makeup for humans, so if you are a human who likes makeup, you are in the right place. Today's video is going to be something a little different. Basically, this is going to be a chatty, I'm calling it a chatty get ranty with me because I feel like it's going to be a lot of ranting and rambling, but I wanted to take some time to put on some makeup and to talk to you guys and just let you know where I've been, why haven't I been on YouTube, what's going on in my life. I have an adult beverage here. This is spiked seltzer, not sponsored, as you can tell by my follower count of 50 people, but this is the best drink ever. It's just like those seltzer waters, bubbly waters, but with alcohol, and it's gonna help me get through this video. So, if you wanna see me rant, tell you about my life, tell you about my past month, and put on some makeup, keep a-watching. I'm just gonna start priming my face. I'm gonna use my CoverFX blurring primer, and I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this Prime Light to give me a nice glowy base. So yes, I have been gone about a month, I guess, at this point, and have not been filming, and there are so many factors to that. Guys, I have to be real with you. January of 2019 was one of the hardest months I've ever had in my entire life. And there are a lot of factors as to why that is, and I'll break it down for you guys. But suffice to say, this has been such a hard month for me. And now we're moving into February. Actually, February is already almost like halfway done, which is insane to me. I don't understand. But February has been going much better and things are on the up and up. I'm here, I'm filming, but man, January, you're not my friend. The only new product I'm gonna be using today is this Loreal Infallible 24-hour, what is it, Pro, all their stuff is Pro something. No, this is not Pro anything. This is a very unprofessional foundation. This is their Fresh Wear foundation, and I have been seeing this non-stop all over YouTube, and everyone, I have not seen one negative review. Everyone is loving it. So I just grabbed some right now at HEB, and I'm gonna try it out, and hopefully I got the right shade. I have no idea if this is gonna be right. I'm just gonna grate a little on my beauty blender. Let's see how she looks. So the first reason that January was so rough was I was sick literally the entire month. I got sick right before New Year's Eve, I think, on the 30th of December, I started getting sick. And I mean, I got sick hard. I got a really, really bad sinus infection, and I was super ill and bedridden. I spent New Year's Eve at home with my roommates and a friend of ours who was in town, and we kept it real chill because I was not well, and I didn't get out of bed for 4 or 5 days with that sinus infection. Then after my infection had started to clear up, I still had a lot of nasty stuff going on, gunk and all the lovely things that come with a sinus infection, still really congested. And after a couple of weeks, I was still not getting better entirely, and I had a really weird experience. I was laying down one morning. I always like to get ready for work, and then my last like 5 or 10 minutes, I'll hop back in my bed and I'll cuddle with my boyfriend for like a few more minutes before I have to leave. And I was laying down and I was cuddling with him for my last couple of minutes, and then I sat up really quick to cough so I wouldn't cough like right in his face and wake him up. So I was just like turned and went, ugh, and then like turned really quickly to lay back down. And right when I made that turn, the whole room just went whoosh, just like tilt-a-whirl, full flip over. Like basically the exact same feeling as when you are super wasted and you lay down and the room starts spinning. Like that is what I was going through. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I like sat up and I was like, and Toby's like, what's wrong? And I told him, you know, the room just spun. It was really weird. I don't know. And I just sort of like moved on. Well, as the day went on, I continued to be really dizzy, and I started to notice that anytime I would really drastically like turn my head, or especially if I would lay down, that sensation was happening. And I realized that I had vertigo. I'd had it once in my life before when I was in high school, so I knew what the sensation was, and I was like, what the heck? Okay, now I have really bad vertigo. It was so horrible that at one point, like, I fell in my room and I hit my ankle. At one point, I opened my car door to get out of my car and I fell out of my car because I'm tilted like this. I fell out of my car into the street in front of my job. Like, I was like, I'm gonna get fired today. Like, this is it for me. It was really bad, guys. For those of you who don't know what vertigo is, basically, it's just that sensation where the room will completely spin. It's not just like kind of generally being dizzy, which I had as well, but really the world is shifting and spinning around you and you have no equilibrium. You don't have any of that sense of having flat ground beneath you. Overall, guys, I have to say my first impression of this foundation is that I really love it. Like, I'm really loving the finish of it. It is a pretty natural finish, which I like. It doesn't look too matte. It doesn't look insanely dewy. It looks very skin-like. So this was only $15 where I bought it. This is worth the money. I can see what everyone's raving about. I really like this so far. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw on some concealer, and I'm gonna use this Bendy Avocado concealer from Hello Fab that I love so much. So I struggled with vertigo for about 2 weeks before it really got better. I finally had to go to an urgent care and get on medication for the dizziness that was being caused. And they told me that basically what was happening was that my inner ears were filling up with so much fluid that it was displacing the parts that are in your ear that control your equilibrium and your balance. All of that happens in the inner ear. It's these tiny little stones that are in there, and mine were moved around by all this fluid. And so we had to get the drainage and everything taken care of, dry all of it up, and I took a special medication to stop the dizziness. And finally, after about a full month of being sick, I am doing a lot better. So on top of being really sick for a month, I have had one of the most stressful months at work that I've had in my entire teaching career. I've been teaching for almost 7 years now, guys. It's been a hot minute. And sometimes you go through these periods. I've been there, I've done it before, but it's not the most fun. So in my classroom, I have the largest classroom at my preschool. I have 20 kids. I'm the lead teacher of my classroom, and then I have 2 assistants. One who works with me the whole day, and then one who is the floater, and she works with me most of the day and spends some time in other classrooms during the day. And my assistant at the time ended up moving to a different classroom, so I needed an assistant for my classroom, and then my floater quit. So I all of a sudden needed 2 new people in my classroom. And let me tell you, like, my job, I love my job, but it is not easy. It is very fast-paced, it is noisy, it is crazy. Kids are nuts. They scream, they hurt each other, they act wild sometimes. And so it's very intimidating to come into a preschool and interview for a job because you see the environment and only a certain kind of person is really suited to do that job. So, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna set stuff with my pretty Vulgar powder. So basically we hired a new assistant for me. After 3 days, she disappeared. And my boss contacted her and she was like, oh, I got a higher paying gig. So that was unfortunate. Then we hired another girl that I loved. I was like, this chick is perfect. It was meant to be. That's why the other girl ended up leaving, because I was meant to have her in my room. She disappeared after 1 day. She was very happy that whole day, but she sure did ghost out of nowhere, and she did not answer any calls, texts, or emails after that to explain what had happened, why she had left, anything like that. So this is going on over the course of weeks. So all of January, I don't have these 2 assistants. I have people that I'm training and then they're leaving. I have basically my 2 bosses were acting as my substitute assistants in my room. And I mean, they're amazing to work with, obviously, but I was just very stressed about finding somebody to come in there. So my kids were really acting out. They can tell that things aren't normal. They're like very sensitive to that amount of change. And so their behavior was really, really out of control. And I was their only constant. So I was the one they were going to for everything. So it basically felt like I had 20 kids who needed my full attention 24/7. And it got really, really stressful for a while. But I'm happy to say we have now filled the positions with 2 really incredible people. I'm very excited to move forward. I think they're gonna be great at my school. The kids really love them, and I already see a big difference in my kids and how they're behaving and how they feel. And that's the most important thing to me, is like, yes, I can be stressed out, I get that, but I want my kids to have consistency. They need it. They are 3, 4, and 5. That is the number one most important thing for them to feel secure. And to feel secure, they need to know who's gonna be there every day when they go to school. So I'm so happy that they have that now. That's calming them down, and them being calm is calming me down big time. All right, I've got my base all on and set, so I'm gonna go ahead and add some bronzer. I'm gonna use this Benefit Hoola bronzer that I've been kind of falling back in love with. And lately I've been liking to use like a very fluffy brush that's big and not very dense at all, to really just like make a very even distribution of it so it looks really natural. I have hardly touched makeup during this past month because I've just been really busy and stressed out and ill, and so when you're sick, you're not really like going out, you're not really hitting the town that often. And then on top of that, I've been saving a lot of money, saving everything that comes my way, because here's the third part of why January was crazy. I'm moving. I have been looking all of January with my boyfriend for a new place for us, and it is just kind of a very stressful process. You want to make the right decision. We were going every day. I was finishing work and meeting Toby and looking at apartments, and it was a lot. And I mean, Toby is very thorough, so there were just so many things that we were trying to consider and make sure we were making the right choice. I'm gonna add some blush. This is a CoverFX collaboration with MAC called I'm Not Blushing. I am very excited to say that we have picked out a place, and we have actually just a couple days ago finally signed our lease. So we're gonna be moving in March, and that's gonna be great for a few reasons. Number one is that I'm gonna have basically my own studio to film in. So we will have a whole separate bedroom where I can film videos. It's a big part of why I haven't been filming lately. I live with roommates right now, and they're great people, but it's very hard to film because when you film, you really need like total silence to do it in, and I feel really guilty a lot of the time asking people to be quiet on my behalf just because like they didn't know this when we moved in. We didn't know that I was finally gonna start my YouTube channel. And I mean, there are so many things that you can't do while I'm filming. I'm gonna add some highlight while I'm telling you about this. That Amreezy, that's the best stuff. I mean, you can't be doing laundry because the dryer is right next door to my room, and like, you know, cooking in the kitchen is really loud, like banging pots and pans and, you know, playing music and all the things that they should be able to do whenever they want. And so I've just been feeling kind of guilty about asking them to put their lives on hold so that I can film a video. They also have like multiple pets, and they have 4 birds. And so, I mean, birds can be loud. I'm sure you might have even heard them in some of my videos. I would have to work really hard to try and edit it out, but they will chirp all the time. And there's not much that we can do to prevent it. When it's warmer, they would just be outside, so it wouldn't make a difference, but it's colder right now. They're tropical birds, so they stay inside. And we will like cover their cage when I'm filming and things to try and, you know, keep them or encourage them to be quieter. But I mean, it's not foolproof. Sometimes they make noise even if they're covered up. And, you know, they're animals, you can't control them, and it's not my roommate's fault that I want to be doing this, but I'm very relieved that I'm going to have a space where it'll be just me and Toby. He is gone most nights anyway at work, so he doesn't mind if I'm filming and he's not making noise, and we won't have any pets or other factors like that. I do ask that y'all pray for me, that we don't get no loud neighbors, because if we have loud neighbors, I'm gonna lose my mind. All I want to do is film in peace. That's all I want, people. That's all I want. That's the skin all finished up. I'm just gonna go ahead and set the skin so that all these powders will melt together. I'm using that Prime and Fine Dewy Glow setting spray from Catrice. This is my ish. This is the best. For my eyes today, I'm going to do something really simple, but I wanted to try out a look that I might do on Valentine's Day. I'm not spending Valentine's Day with my boyfriend because he will be at work. And one of my really good friends, Amy, she and her husband live in separate states right now because she's in school. So we'll both be separated from our loved ones. So we decided we're going to do Valentine's Day together and have a little Galentine's Day date. So I'm just going to do something simple when we go out and pink themed. But I'm going to use this Dose of Colors palette that you guys saw a couple of videos again because I haven't gotten to play around with it very much. And there's a few pinky eyeshadows in here. This one down here and this pink shimmer over here that I want to try out. So I'm going to do a little something with those. I'm going to dip into this light brown first and pop that in the crease. So January, yes, like I said, big mess, 3 factors. I was sick the whole month. I was hiring new people for my classroom the whole month, and we were trying to figure out where we were going to live and dealing with all of the moving logistics and saving a lot of money for our move, which is expensive. At the end of the day, all that was keeping me from filming in a way, but in a different way, those are all excuses, you know? You can always make an excuse not to do something. But if it was really important to me, I could have worked around it, you know? I could have been here filming, and so I wanted to kind of get to the root of why. Like, why was I not sitting down and filming? And I've been thinking about this so much because this channel is so important to me, and I love it. I love doing this, and I don't want to go anywhere. I want to keep doing YouTube for a long time. So I sat down and I really thought about it, and I feel like a big factor is just fear, you know? I do want to do well. I don't want to fail, and I'm really afraid of failing. I don't know which direction I want my channel to go. I don't know what the best route is. Am I more focused on putting out content that I love? Am I more focused on treating this like a business? Am I more focused on being successful and gaining a bunch of followers, you know? I just really was trying to sit down and think about what's the main goal here. I'm gonna go into this pink down here at the bottom and use that on the outer corners. And I think basically what I've decided is that my goal is to make myself happy. To use my platform however I freaking want, to make videos that I think are fun to film and fun for you guys to watch. But at the end of the day, I have to care about what I want to put out there, what I want to do with it. And so even filming videos like this lately, I kept thinking, you know, I just want to film a ranty video where I'm talking about things that are on my mind. I was like, well, do people want to watch that? Does anyone give a crap what's on my mind? Does anyone give a crap about my horrible month of January? And the truth is, maybe not. Maybe not, bro. And that's cool, but if that's what I want to film and that's what's going to make me happy and that's what's going to give me an artistic release, if that's what's going to be cathartic, then that's what I have to do, guys. I have to do it. So I really care about what you guys want to see, and I made this channel to help people learn about makeup, but I also made this channel to live out a dream of mine. And so I'm gonna sit down and film whatever inspires me to film so that it doesn't feel like a chore, it doesn't feel like I should be talking myself out of it or making excuses. So I hope that's cool with y'all. Hope you're along for the ride. And my other hope is that, yeah, me being genuine and authentic and producing things that I like is what people do want to see, that you want to see somebody, you know, being real with y'all, talking about real life stuff. So I'm thinking I'm going to be putting out some ranty videos in the future, doing May makeup just like I am today, but talking about the things that are on my mind. You know, there's a lot of things going on in the world politically right now that are bothering me. And I think it's a really dumb business decision to sit here and talk about my politics on YouTube, because that's people that could potentially want to follow me who are going to decide they don't because they don't agree with my politics. And what I've decided is I don't care. I'm going to use my platform and I'm going to speak about the things that I'm thinking and I'm feeling. And it's for me. I'm not here to get 1 million followers. I would love to have 1 million subscribers. Of course I would. Who wouldn't? I would love to be able to do this full time and turn it into business. Sure, that's a dream for anyone. But the likelihood of that happening is low, just in reality, let's be real, it's low because that happens for almost no one. And that's not why I need to come and sit here every day, because if I decide that if I come and I sit here to film just to get 1 million followers, then it's never gonna happen, guys. So I'm gonna come here and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna film to put out something that I care about. That's it. I gotta put out stuff that I care about, and that makes me happy. I'm gonna go ahead and tap this pink shimmery all over my lid, just using my finger. Why do I feel like this is the exact look that I did when I first used this palette in my other video? I really think it was, now that I'm doing it. Sorry, y'all. Don't hate. I'm just here to talk. This isn't about the makeup. But I have to say, it does feel good to play with makeup again because it's been such a long time. It feels really nice. I don't know why, but I'm feeling like I want to have like a dark lower lash line, so I'm going to go in with this deeper brown up here and run that all along the lower lash line with a brush, preferably. Okay, let's do this one. And I'm just gonna blend that out because it's looking a little harsh up in there. We ain't trying to have it all harsh. We're gonna blow it out a little bit. And then last, I'm going to use this very shimmery champagne-y color on my inner corner to highlight. That's bright and sparkly. I like it. Alright, you guys, I'm going to do my mascara and lipstick off camera because I can't really talk doing those things at all. And then I'll be back to wrap it up for you guys. Okay, here's my look all complete. I just put on some of the Hourglass Caution mascara, and then on my lips I have this MACxPatrickStarrr collab. It's that same collection as the blush. This color is called Sweet Mama Star, and it's a nice pink. And then on top of that I put some of this Fussy lip gloss from Fenty that I have been using the literal crap out of ever since I got it. I love that gloss. This is the look, you guys. I was just gonna play around, talk to you guys a little bit, let you know why I've been gone, that I'm coming back. And I hope you guys are okay with the style of this video. It feels nice to just talk to y'all and let y'all know what's up. I wanna take a quick minute just to say thank you for being here. I care so much about this channel, and the fact that you guys come here and watch my videos means everything to me. So please, if you haven't already, go ahead and give me a like down below, subscribe to my channel, tell your friends to come and see me. Thank you to the new people who have subscribed recently, even when I wasn't posting. That is awesome, and you guys are the bomb. I will have a new video up later this week because I've got my BoxyCharm coming, and I'm going to be unboxing that for you guys. I love y'all so much. Thank you. You're the best. Bye. And the only new product that I'm going to be trying out today is this Loreal Infallible. It doesn't look too matte. Oh, what's on my face? Oh, get off. I'm going to go into this pink down here. But this is the look, you guys. I was just trying to play around, talk to y'all a little bit. Yeah. And I forgot to wet my beauty sponge. I hate life. I'll be back.